Groovers. What a week it's been. It's Friday afternoon here in Melbourne, and I have to say it's one of the best weeks I've had in my personal and business life in a long time. I'm at peace with who I am. I am at peace with how I go about my daily work life, and I can finish the week hand on heart knowing that the work of manifesting the life I'm looking for at the age after 50 is really coming to life, because I made that conscious decision to think about the way that I act, feel and think, and it's because of that the universe is conspiring to make things happen. I did hear something interesting yesterday, and I was still sitting in a little bit of the old past where I thought certain things weren't, because they weren't happening, I had those brief thoughts of, okay, right, well, nothing's changed then. And what I was reminded of yesterday is that once we make a new decision and start moving in a new direction, it's almost like there's this drag behind you of the past, and it takes time for that to be removed and really for the new way of life to be fully embraced and lived. So I sat with that for a little while yesterday, with those past ways of thinking, and realized they didn't serve me well, because the energy that it drains from me when I'm in those moments is not something that I enjoy anymore. It's negative, it's depressing, it's anxiety, it's all those negative emotions bundled into one. And by thinking about where I've already got to, where I'm going, that helped me get out of those thoughts. And woke up this morning and I got notifications through via email about some business opportunities where I was like, okay, gotta let it go to the universe. It conspires to make things happen when that decision is made and fully lived, breathed, felt. And it's cool. And for proof, right, I have come from a background where I have had so many jobs in the last 15 years that came about because I was going through stuff, and that stuff caused me to lose a job, being made redundant, whatever the case may be. I moved on a lot, and a few weeks ago when I made the decision to start my own agency, digital marketing agency, I really felt deep down that it was the right choice, but I still had to move past some of the old beliefs that I had, and really worked hard at that. And because of that, this week has just brought on new business that I'm pinching myself as to how it came about, because there was no promotion, there was no knocking on doors, it came to me. And this particular opportunity started off with one business, became two businesses, and then today they've just agreed to sign on a third. And that in itself says to me that making that decision to back myself in, believe in myself and believe in the future that I'm headed to, the universe just goes, cool, here you go, check this out, you asked for it, you've got it. Conversely, when I was making poor decisions, the universe also said, cool, that's how you think, that's how you feel, that's how you act, you're going to get exactly what you're putting out there. And the proof is there for me, like whether it's good or bad, and it's making that decision that to move forward with the next right action. Just it does amazing things. And so again, if you're in your 50s and you've hit a rut, or you're going through addictions, mental health, I'm not a professional in those areas. What I have done though is experience those, and I've come out the other side with certain practices, which we'll get into later down the track. Don't want to reveal too much right now because I'm still trying to learn how to communicate all this and build a community, I guess, where people are actually interested in what I say. The cool thing is that since I've started doing these videos, I've noticed a difference within myself outside of the manifesting. And I'm not saying you have to start a YouTube channel. It's more that I think I get to think about what it is that I'm experiencing, and it's almost like a video blog, you know. Back in the days when video blogs were a thing, I feel that this is very cathartic, and I'm really hoping that one day I get to share my journey with others that have either gone through some stuff or come out the other side, or going through stuff still, because it's cool to go from being in that pain and sitting in that pain to now being in a position where I can share that with other people and potentially help other people, because that's where the true magic is. Forget like the manifesting of the prizes and the toys and whatnot. That's cool, but when you find a true spiritual path, you know that deep down, helping others and being a service to others at a very deep emotional spiritual level is really where the juice is at. Because you know, having the toys and the prizes fills a certain part of the soul, but if you take them away, what do you got left? Absolutely nothing. Then the soul's gone, it's destroyed again. But if you're continually filling your soul up by a genuine desire to help others be well, improve their situation, oh, that is where the magic lies. So that's me for today. I'm going into the weekend just absolutely chuffed with life, chuffed with myself, and it's been a very long time since I've felt that way. So yeah, have a great weekend, and more than likely, see you tomorrow.